Ay, ay, ay. No es bueno. Excuse all the mud in my engine bay. I do like to take this old Volvo and do a little bit of mild off-roading. And just recently I ended up tearing off my splash pan. So I've got to make a new one out of aluminium. But until then, I've got a muddy engine bay. I've got a leak down here to deal with. My coolant. I've been losing coolant for quite a while now. Quite rapidly as well, so I can't take it on long journeys. And it seems to be actually coming from the water pump itself. So, I've got a slightly unenjoyable task today of draining out all the coolant, taking all those belts and pulleys off. I've got to take out the radiator, take the fan off. Do you see where I'm going? It's all a bit of a task, but anyway, I'm going to get cracking, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to find down there. It looks as though it's a rubber seal rather than a gasket, but once I've gone through all the rigmarole of dismantling this lot, I'll be able to see what I'm actually dealing with. He's jacking it in public. That wasn't actually too bad. That was much better than I thought. All I've really had to do, took off the fan and the fan shroud and the belt pulley. I took them off and I didn't have to take out the radiator. That gave me enough space to get down to the water pump. I've drained it all out. I had a horrible feeling I might have to take off the timing belt. I've done it before and it's a nightmare. Thankfully I didn't have to do that. I'm now free to get on those bolts down there, and I think the bit that's leaking is around that join there. That looks like that should come off quite easy now. I shouldn't speak too soon. I did have to do a little bit more to get that pump off. I had to remove the timing belt cover in the end. So I took all the bolts out, or what I thought were all the bolts, and it still wouldn't come off. I couldn't figure it out. And then I realised that there was one hiding down there behind the cover. Here's the pump. And here's the culprit. This rubber seal here, you can see it's completely blown out at the back. And the whole thing, it's all sort of softened and perished. Now I think that's because it previously had an oil leak dripping down there from the rocker cover. The leak's fixed now, but for the time that was dripping on the rubber, I think it just started to soften it and perish it. So that's not something I can make myself. I've already spoken to my local car spares shop. He can't actually get hold of that. I have found one. I've ordered one. It's not going to be available till Tuesday. So I'm going to give that all a good clean up. It's only a little impeller, look. Not very much to it. Just a little impeller. Drives directly off of the engine on a belt. That's one of the things I like about this car. You haven't got electric everything. You've got a mechanical water pump, mechanical fan, mechanical everything. It's all just driven off the engine, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to maintain, and it lasts a long time. Right, I'm just going to pootle around cleaning things up, and hopefully on Tuesday I can get the bit I need. See you later.